Welcome to our deep dive into the epic world of George R. R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire. While the TV show Game of Thrones has come to an end, the story in the books is far from over. Today we're diving into the latest installment, A Dance with Dragons, to catch up with our favorite characters. From Jon Snow to Daenerys Targaryen, Arya Stark to Jaime Lannister, they're each navigating their own perilous journeys. But beware, for the Game of Thrones is as deadly as ever. Let's start with Jon Snow. In the books, Jon has taken up the mantle of Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. He's juggling the uneasy alliance between the Night's Watch and the Free Folk. With winter approaching, Jon knows the true danger lies beyond the wall, the White Walkers. But Jon's choices don't sit well with everyone. His attempts to forge peace lead to a brutal betrayal. In the final chapters of A Dance with Dragons, Jon is stabbed by his own men in a mutiny, leaving his fate hanging in the balance. Across the Narrow Sea, Daenerys Targaryen faces a different kind of battle. In Meereen, she's not just a conqueror, she's a queen trying to rule. Her mission? To break the chains of slavery. But her dreams of a peaceful reign are slipping away. Political unrest, plague, and rebellion threaten to topple her fragile rule. Can Dany hold Meereen together long enough to continue her journey to reclaim the Iron Throne? Tyrion Lannister's journey takes him far from the intrigue of King's Landing. After killing his father Tywin and escaping to Essos, Tyrion's sharp wit and charm have been his greatest weapons. But now, even he is on the run, caught up in a dangerous game. Fate, however, is not done with Tyrion. His story may be one of exile, but in a world where power shifts quickly, you never know when a Lannister might rise again. Unlike the TV show, Sansa Stark is still hiding in the Vale, under the protection, or perhaps manipulation, of Petyr Baelish. Disguised as his illegitimate daughter, Elaine Stone, Sansa is learning the art of political scheming from the master himself. But in the Game of Thrones, there are no allies, only temporary partnerships. Sansa's journey is one of survival. But will she become a player, or just another pawn in Baelish's grand designs? Far from Westeros, Arya Stark has arrived in Braavos, where she's training to become one of the Faceless Men. Her journey is one of transformation. She's learning to shed her identity, to become no one. But the Stark and Arya is strong. Can she truly abandon her past? Or will she use these deadly skills to exact her own vengeance? Bran Stark's journey is steeped in magic and mystery. In the books, his training to become the Three-Eyed Raven is far more complex and gradual than what we saw on TV. He's delving into the deep history of Westeros, exploring the powers of green-seeing and warging. But as he learns more, Bran's role in the coming war may be greater and more dangerous than anyone realizes. Jaime Lannister, once the Golden Lion of the Kingsguard, is now on a path to redemption, or so it seems. In the books, after releasing Brienne, Jaime heads to the Riverlands to restore order in the name of the Lannisters. But Jaime's journey is far from straightforward. Can he truly leave his past behind, or will he be drawn back into the schemes and violence of his family? Finally, we come to Cersei Lannister. Her downfall has been brutal, and in A Dance with Dragons, we see her at her lowest. Imprisoned by the Faith Militant and forced to endure the infamous Walk of Atonement, Cersei is shattered, but not defeated. Her enemies may think they've won, but Cersei Lannister is not one to stay down for long. The question is, what will she do when she rises again? At the end of A Dance with Dragons, we leave Stannis in a precarious position. His army is trapped in the snow, low on supplies, and with the Boltons still entrenched in Winterfell. Rumors swirl that Stannis may be defeated, but is his story truly over? As the characters of A Song of Ice and Fire continue their journeys, their fates remain uncertain. With 2 more books on the horizon, the battle for Westeros is far from over. Who will rise and who will fall? Only time will tell.